are going to start a very basic Python session. In this session, I will explain why we should learn this Python. Because whenever you are entering into any of the field, any of the programming language, so we have ton of questions, sir, why we should learn this Python. So I will give you the answer of this question. After watching this session, you won't have any question regarding, sir, why we should learn this Python. Because whenever we heard about the Python, when we think about the Python, immediately the images came inside the mind, that is the machine learning, data analysis, okay, and artificial intelligence. Okay, so these are the concept who makes the Python, the very famous into the market. But let's suppose you are not good enough into these concepts. You're not good enough into these concepts. Then what else that you can do after learning this Python? Python doesn't mean it is only meant for the machine learning, only for the data analytics, only for the artificial intelligence. Yes, but yes, this is the true. Python gain maximum publicity, okay, only for of these things. So what else if you're not comfortable into this? Then what else that you can learn after you can after learn this Python? What else that you can do? What career that you can make after learning the core Python? Okay, so I will give the answer of that question, so you guys will get familiar. Why should I learn this Python? Because this one is the most important question. Why should I learn this Python? Okay, so Python, we everyone know it's a programming language. With the help of the programming languages, you are capable to solve the real-time problems. Okay, whatever you are thinking. Now first understand what exactly the programming languages is. Whatever you are thinking, okay, whatever you are thinking, that is the conceptual. That is the conceptual. But you want to give the reality of your conceptuals, then what you have to take? You have to take the help of the programming languages. So your thinking is convert into the practical aspect. Okay, for converting your conceptual things into the practical aspect, you need to take help of some kind of programming languages. So now we understand it, why the programming languages are important. So whatever problem you are facing into the daily life, for example, the application that is the WhatsApp, okay, the application that is the Facebook, these, what are these? These are the, the concepts of some person. And what after giving the reality of these concepts, everyone should take the help of these programming languages. Then it becomes the actual practical implementation. Okay, whatever thinking that you thinking inside your mind, but you want to implement it practically, at that time you must have take the help of any kind of programming language. It doesn't matter you're taking the help of Python, C++, Java, Ruby, that doesn't matter. Okay, that's totally depend upon the problem statement. The problem, whatever the problem statement is there, we have to think that programming language which is suitable to that, that problem statement. So this one is the question, why, sir, why the programming languages are important into the real life scenario. So keep this point into the mind. Whatever your conceptual things, whatever you're thinking inside your mind, you want to give the reality to these things, definitely you have to take the help of any programming language. And language doesn't matter, whatever language, that even it can be the Python, it can be the C++, Java, that's totally depend upon the problem statement to problem statement. Okay, so now we understand why we should learn these programming languages. Now I am moving ahead. I'm taking your question, sir, why I should learn this Python? Why I should learn this Python? That is my concern. Okay, so observe carefully. The main thing is, if you want to learn any programming language, the most important part is the core part. Okay, so core part, whether it's a Java, okay, whether it's the PHP, okay, whether it's a Python. So we are majorly focused on this Python. So after learning this core Python, okay, so learning this core Python, the core Python is very important. Okay, in any programming language, the core is highly required. If you are good enough into the core, rest of thing you can do within few days. Okay, within few days. Yes, but you must have good enough into this core Python. So if I talk about this core Python will take minimum 45 days. Okay, minimum 45 days. So you guys will get confidence after spending 45 days with Python. You will feel more comfortable. Okay, because in my session, I will give you 2 plus 50 assignments. Okay, 2 plus 50 assignments, and these assignments are from the basic level to the advanced level. So within this core Python, we will cover 250 plus assignment. Okay, now I think you get the answer of this question, sir. Why this core Python? Okay, so sir, after learning this core Python, you learn this core Python. Now you are good enough into the core Python. So now what next I can do after learning this core Python? So immediately, whenever you heard these things, the Python, the machine learning, AI, deep learning, and data analysis immediately came into the picture. But if let's suppose you are not good enough into the mathematics, you don't want to establish your career with this, then what next you can do? Okay, now after learning this core Python, after spending 45 days, okay, 45 days into the core Python, now what you can do else? Okay, so next what you can learn, if you are good enough, your career is for web application. Okay, your career is for web application. You want to establish your career into the web development or web application. So at that time, after learning this core Python, you have to learn that Django and Flask. Okay, and Flask. So these are the two frameworks which are used to develop the web application, okay, or develop the websites. So after learning this core Python, if you want to establish your career into the web development, then you can move to this direction. And after learning this core Python, it will take approximately 15 to 20 days. Okay, 15 to 20 days after learning this core Python, it will approximately take 15 to 20 days to get familiar with all these things. After 50 to 20 days, you can make your own website. You can make your own web application. Okay, but the thing is that I'm majorly focusing on, yeah, you must have good clarity into the core Python, because whenever you sit into the real-time industry, okay, you have to face daily new challenges. Okay, daily new challenges, and every challenge is different. Okay, every challenge is different, and step by step, you will get expert into these concepts. But yes, within 20 to 25 day or 15 to 20 day, if you want to establish your career into this web development, web application, you must have learned this, this Django and Flask. Okay, but sir, I don't want to establish my career into the web application. Sir, my interest is not into this direction. Don't worry about it. After learning this core Python, what next you can do? You can learn the desktop application. Okay, desktop application. Yes, after learning this core Python, you can design the desktop application. For developing the desktop application, you have to learn about the tkinter. Okay, tkinter, and approximately it will take 15 to 20 days. Yes, it will take 50 to 20 days to learn this tkinter, and it's very easy. Totally, the rest of things are depend upon this core Python. Again, if you're good enough into the core Python, you can easily move to the desktop application development, and it will take approximately 15 to 20 days to familiar with this tkinter, and you are capable enough to make your own small applications. And after that, keep on practicing. One day you will become the expert into this concept. But yes, the core Python plays the major important role, because all of the logics that what you are thinking over here, that is the taken care by this core Python. Okay, but sir, again, I don't have any interest into this desktop application development, so don't worry about it. After learning this core Python, you can establish your career. You can establish your career into the game development. Okay, into the game development field, where you can design the 2D games. Okay, if you have interest into the game development, yes, you can establish your career. You can establish your career into the game development after learning this core Python. And again, what things that you have to learn here? The module is called PyGames. Okay, the module is called PyGames. After learning this core Python, approximately it will take again the time of 20 to 25 days to make you familiar in this Pygame module, where you can design your 2D games. Okay, where you can design your 2D games. But again, sir, I don't want to establish my career into this field. Don't worry, the doors are still open. Okay, for example, if you are good enough, okay, you are good enough into the networking. Okay, you are good enough into the networking. Yes, you can establish your career into the network scripting. Okay, into the network scripting. You can work on the clouds. Okay, you can work on the Azure. You can work on the, the Amazon Web Services. Okay, for the DevOps. You can become the developer over here with the help of this core Python. Okay, but again the thing is that you must have good understanding of this core Python, because this is the foundation, this is the base, this one is the base. Rest of things are just a decorators. Okay, just a decorators. So within 15 to 20 days you are capable enough to understand the web application modules. Within 15 to 20 days again you are capable enough into the, for the desktop application. 20 to 25 days it will take to become you expert into this Pygame module. But the thing is again same, if we have good knowledge, because I am clearing it, these things can be learned easily. But the code, but the logics, yes, that's the most important part, that the logics that would be implemented into this core Python. Okay, rest of 90%, okay, 10% this would be used, 90% this would be used. Okay, so sir, again I'm not good enough into the networking scripts. I don't want to establish my career into the networking script. Then sir, what else I can do? Don't worry about it. After learning this core Python, you can establish your career into the software testing. Yes, software testing. Here the today, earlier the Java was very famous. Whenever you want to become a software tester, earlier, after 2 or 3 years back, the Java was playing a very big role over here. But for nowadays, the majorly the Python plays the important role into the automation testing. Okay, into the automation testing, because Python is well suitable for the scripting language, and here the things are totally depend upon the scripts. So after learning this core Python, you can establish your career into the software testing. Again, highly demanding and very simple, but again repeating, this one you must have the good understanding. If you have a good understanding of this concept, then you can easily move over here. Okay, so sir, again sir, sorry sir, I don't want to establish my career over here. So don't worry about it. Doors are still open. Doors are still open. You can establish your career into IoT. Okay, Internet of Things. Okay, Internet of Things. For example, you are sitting at your office. Okay, your office. From your office, you are operating a AC that is available in your home. Just take a simple example. Okay, inside your office, you are operating a AC which is available in your home. Then how it's possible? This possible with the help of IoT, Internet of Things. Okay, Internet of Things. With the help of this module, you can do such kind of activities. But the thing is same, you good enough into the core Python, because here again the logic is here. Okay, the logic is here, but this logic is implemented with the help of IoT modules. Okay, with the help of this IoT module, that is the Internet of Things. But sir, again, sorry sir, I don't want to establish my career into this. Don't worry, doors are still open. So after learning this core Python, okay, if you're good enough, okay, if you want to establish your career into the mobile app, okay, mobile development, yes, you can establish your career over here. Yes, the doors are still open. But if you really want to become a mobile developer, then I will never suggest you go on this core Python, because here the highly demanding language is Java, and after that the Python. Okay, so I will suggest you, but yes, if you want to learn this core Python for this mobile development, yes, you can establish your career. That still the opportunities are there. But I will suggest you, if you really want to become a mobile developer, then always go with the Java. Okay, but yes, if you want to go with Python, doors are still open. Okay, so sir, again, sorry sir, I don't want to move over here. Don't worry about it. Still the doors are still open. Okay, doors are still open. So you can establish your career into big data. Okay, big data. That is the Hadoop and Spark. Okay, you might have heard about these terms, Hadoop and Spark kind of things. How you can handle it? Okay, observe this scenario. So Hadoop and the Spark, if I talk about the big data industry, okay, if I talk about the big data projects, at that time, the combination of Hadoop and Spark plays the important role. Without these two things, okay, the big data projects are not sufficient. You cannot perform without these two things. You cannot perform the activities of the big data projects. Okay, so sir, what exactly this is? Okay, I'll just give you the little introduction about this Hadoop and Spark. So understand my one example. Let's suppose You are over here. Okay, you are over here. This is one location. So I am taking my own local locations. Let's suppose I am taking my own location, that is the Mohali inside Punjab. Okay, and another location is, that is the Chandigarh. Okay, you might have heard about the Chandigarh. So understand this concept very carefully. How this big data play the important role into the big data industry. Okay, so understand this scenario very carefully. So one person, let's suppose the person X, okay, I'm taking a virtual name, the person Ram, and here the person Sita. Okay, I am taking one male and another one is a female. Understand this concept. So person one is standing, that is the Ram, who is inside Chandigarh, and the person two who is standing over here, that is inside the Chandigarh. Okay, that is the person is female, that is the Sita. Okay, so here from this location to this location, okay, from this location to this location, the difference is 20 kilometer only. Okay, just observe this scenario. The difference is 20 kilometer only. And from this location to this location, there are two movie theaters. Okay, there are two movie theaters. The one is, let's suppose, the X movie theater, and the second one is the Y movie theater. Now observe this scenario. How big data play the important role into the industry. So this Ram, okay, from this Ram wants to go for a movie with Sita. Okay, observe my scenario. This Ram wants to go with the movie with the Sita. Okay, so what he did? He just used his WhatsApp and write a message. Let's go for movie. Okay, let's go for a movie. And I am WhatsApp. Just imagine it. I am WhatsApp. This message is gone through from WhatsApp to Sita. Okay, to Sita. Now, what exactly that message is? That message is the sentiments of this Ram. Okay, the thinking of this Ram, and that thinking right by Ram using the mode that is your WhatsApp, and he sent that message to Sita through this WhatsApp. Now it is up to me how I can generate a business. Understand this point. Now it is up to me how I can generate a business, because I capture the sentiments of this Ram. I capture the sentiments of this Ram. This Ram wants to go to movie with Sita. And which mechanism he used? He used the WhatsApp. Now I am the WhatsApp. It is up to me how I can generate the business, because I capture the sentiments of this Ram. So first thing is that I have to analyze the data. Okay, I have to find out the insights from that data. So I find it out. Okay, Ram is looking for a movie. Okay, Ram is looking for a movie. Now in Ram and in Sita, the difference is 20 kilometer. Here the two malls are there. Okay, the two malls are there, and I am with WhatsApp. My setting is, okay, my business partner is this Y mall. Okay, this Y mall. Now observe this scenario. Immediately after processing the data, immediately I send a message to Ram. Okay, get a 10% discount if you book a ticket into this Y mall. Again, same send message to Sita, get a 10% discount if you book ticket into this Y mall. Okay, book the ticket into this Y mall. So now this person, the Ram, becomes stimulate. Okay, he just think about it and he write it and send the message to the Sita, and after some time he is getting a message, get a 10% discount if you avail valid only for today. So ultimately this person, the Ram, gets stimulated. Now the thinking of Ram earlier was 70%. Now it will get stimulated to 90%. Okay, now it's thinking to going for a mall up to 90%. Why so? Because it gets a 10% discount. Okay, it gets a 10% discount. How I generate it? Okay, I generate the business from Ram. Now Ram book a ticket. Okay, Ram book a ticket. Now Ram book a ticket and with Sita. Now information come to me, acknowledgement come to me. Okay, this Ram is going for a movie today. He books a show 4 to 8 p.m. Okay, 4 to 8 p.m. or 4 to 7 p.m. Now I know it. Now observe my scenario carefully. I know it. Now this Ram would be into the Y mall up to 4 to 7 p.m. Okay, 4 to 7 p.m. definitely this Ram and Sita would be there. And I know the difference from this to this is, let's suppose 10 kilometers. So how next I can generate more business? Now I have tie up with Ola Cab. Okay, Ola Cab. Now I will send a request to the Ola Cab. Okay, these are the people who might have availed the availability of your cabs. So these are the person who can be avail the Ola cab today. Are you willing to buy these number of customers from me who might be avail the availability or might be avail the Ola cab from your side? So Ola say, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. Can you please give me? Can you please give me all number of people who are just who can take or who can avail the Ola or any cab today? Okay, so I sell them all the contact numbers of that person who might be interested to get the cabs from anywhere, from Ola, or might be it can be some another platform. So because I have tie up with this, I have the number of customers. I have number of customers who are talking about the cabs today. So I'll send a message to Ola. Okay, these are the 1 lakh people. Okay, these are the 1 lakh people who might be avail the Ola cab. Okay, so Ola again generate the business. This Ram again get the message. Okay, get 10% discount on Ola cab if you book today. Valid only for today. Valid only for today. Understand this point. Okay, now Ram says, yes, yeah, I want to go to this mall, so I'm getting a 10% off on this Ola. So why should not I avail this? So Ram avail it. Okay, Ram avail it. Now this Ram reach over here. Okay, reach over this mall, and Sita is also there. So Ram is going to spend over here more than 3 hours. Okay, more than 3 hours. Definitely Ram will feel hunger during these hours. So now my tie-up is with Burger King. Okay, with Burger King. But inside Ram is planning to eat a burger from McD. But what I did again, because I have complete information, the Ram would be there for 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. So it might be can be hunger. Okay. So I send, because I have tie up with Burger King. So I send a 10% discount if you avail today, valid only for Burger King. So Ram will definitely eat Burger King rather than to the McD. Okay, so these are the complete scenario. How I can generate a business from these sentiments. Okay, so how these things are possible? Because at 10 a.m. okay, at 10 a.m. Ram is thinking about a movie. Because if I give the recommendation at 12 p.m., that recommendation will be failed. Why so? Because this concept technically called is velocity. Okay, technically called is velocity. The speed at which you are generating the data, we have to process the data on the same speed. That concept technically called is velocity. So keep this point into the mind. Whenever this type of requirement, now the picture is clear. How we can generate a business, how WhatsApp is generating a business from you guys. This is the only one model. There can be a number of things which I don't know, but I show you the one way how they are generating the business. People are giving you the service free of cost. Why they are giving you the service free of cost? Only for this reason. Because they say, just join us. Business is our concern. Okay, they say just join us. Business is our concern. But how they are making rich day by day? Okay, if you go to the Play Store and you will check it out, there is 1 billion downloads of the WhatsApp. Okay, if my target is, understand my point, if I'm making my target per day from per person 1 rupees. Okay, 1 rupees. That is my target, that I have to achieve 1 rupees from 1 person every day. So how much I am earning a day? 1 billion rupees. Okay, 1 billion rupees. So same thing, now my target is $1 per head. Now you can imagine the income of the WhatsApp is $1 billion per day. This is very simple scenario to understand the concept of this. But the thing is that how you can achieve all these things, how you can achieve the concept of the velocity, because there are any number of people who are sending the message on different time to different people. So do you think there are, let's suppose if WhatsApp has 1 billion users, so it's mean 1 billion developer? No, not like this. Okay, there is only few algorithms who are working behind the scene, and they automatically recognize, they automatically processing your sentiments, how exactly your data is processing. But the thing is that the first question is that, sir, how I can handle this amount of data? So to handling this amount of data, the Hadoop came into the picture. Okay, the entire thing, the first thing is that you are supposed to take the data from your system, okay, in your environment. After that, you are supposed to process that data. For processing that data, there can be some kind of language, and that language is core Python. Okay, again, the Python play very big role in the case of the Hadoop and the Spark kind of thing. If you want to establish your career for these kind of things, Okay, I show you just brief introduction how exactly the big data is very famous for nowadays. But if you want to establish your career into this kind of thing, again, the term that is the Hadoop, how you can process the data there, definitely you must have some kind of the programming languages. Which programming language is highly used? The Python is highly used. Okay, so again, after learning this core Python, you can make your career into this field. But again, sorry sir, I don't want to establish my career over here. Don't worry, doors are still open. Okay, now I know you guys are waiting for it. Okay, so now after learning this core Python, you can establish your career into the data analytics. Yes, data analytics, where you can ask the question to the data. For example, okay, for example, the thing is that the statistics, okay, the statistics, yes, highly required for the data analytics. The statistics are highly required. For example, just take a simple example. Okay, just take a simple example to understand this concept. Let's suppose I have sales records of last 5 years. Okay, last 5 years. Okay, for example, from 2014, okay, 15, okay, 16, 17, 18. Okay, I have sales record of this much amount of years. So my question is, okay, my question is, I am owner of my store. Let's suppose my store, this is my retail industry, and I have this amount of data. Now I am the owner of my industry. Okay, now I am asking my question to engineers. Okay, sir, please tell me what are the sales figures? What are the sales figures from last five years? Okay, just please tell me what are the sales figure from 2014 to 2018 or 2019, or you can say 2020. Okay, so your data analysis engineer, okay, what he did, he gave me the graphs. Okay, he gave me the graphs according to something like this. Okay, he gives me the graph. Okay, observe this scenario. So he says, okay, sir, in 2016, okay, in 2016, sir, our sale was 60%. In 2017, we increased up to 80%. In 2017, the search sales goes down, that is again to the 60%. In the next year, the sales go again down, that is the 50%. Okay, now observe this scenario. I got this information after analysis of my data. Now my question is, okay, now this one is simple question. Okay, sir, I give the representation of data into this sequence. Now my next question is, okay, sir, why we our sale is goes down? That is my question. Can you please tell me? I will ask my question to engineers. Sir, why my sale goes down in 2000? This let's suppose if it's 2016 or it says 2017. So, sir, why my sale is goes down in 2016 and 2017? Please can you please give me the answer of this question? So here the statistics came into the picture. Okay, because this answer, the question of this answer is not given by the intelligence team. So this answer is given by the, the statisticians, the statistical team. So after performing the n number of hypotheses, okay, after performing the n number of calculations, then I will make a final conclusion. Sir, this one is a reason. Sir, this one is a reason why our sale goes down after this year. Okay, after this year. So this kind of activities. If you want to perform, again, the picture is that is the data analytics. Okay, data analysis. So again, if you want to achieve all these things practically, again, you need some kind of programming language. And which language is highly used for this kind of things? That is the Python. Okay, again I'm repeating, that is the Python. If you want to establish your career over here, you can learn this core Python. After learning this core Python, you can make your career into this direction. Learn core Python. After that, learn basics of the statistics. Now you become the data analytics. Okay, again, sir, I don't want to establish my career into this way. Don't worry about it. You can establish your career into the another direction. I know you are waiting for it. That is the machine learning. Okay, you are not good enough into the machine learning. Don't worry, sir, I want to establish my career over here, deep learning. Sir, no, I don't want to establish my career into the deep learning. The last is AI. Okay, the last is AI. So I will come back to this point. Just have a patience. Okay, so these are the areas where you can establish your career. Okay, where you can establish your career into these fields. Okay, but the thing is that I'm repeating once again, the thing is that if you are good enough into the core Python, you can easily, because my specialization is this field. Okay, this field, and this field. Okay, I am specialized into these fields. So So after learning this core Python, okay, after learning this core Python, so you have n number of options, okay, because this one is a general purpose programming language. It gives you n number of features. Wherever you want to move, yes, you can move. It doesn't mean that the Python is only meant for the data analysis, machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, or the big data kind of thing. Yes, if you're good enough into these field, you can establish your career into this. But again, if you are good enough into the core Python, then you can easily learn this thing, because these are not very tough things, because our 90% work is done over here. Our 90% work is done over here. These things are just polish yourself. These are for the polishing yourself. Okay. But yes, there are very things that you can learn. There are a number of things that we will learn if you move to this direction, or this direction. But yes, again, the thing is that the core Python is highly required. So I show you all the possibilities after learning this core Python, because 90% people have this question, sir, what I can do, or why should I learn this Python? So this one is the answer of your question. These are the ways after learning this core Python, you can move to this direction. So if you really want to become a, the machine learning engineer, okay, if you really want to establish your career into the machine learning engineer, then I will all, yes, sorry. Can you please mute yourself, Jaman? Please mute yourself. Okay, thank you for the muting. So the thing is that, sir, I want to really become a good machine learning engineer. So today's trending topic, yes, everyone is rushing to the machine learning engineer. Yes, and it is very highly demanding. By the 2020, okay, by the 2020, or you can say into the 2000 up to the 2025, there are a number of jobs for the same, because every industry, it's very difficult to survival without this machine learning. Yes, every industry has to switch on this kind of things, otherwise the survival is not possible. So understand this concept. If you really want to become a, sir, I want to become a good machine learning engineer, that is my question, sir. Okay, don't worry, I will give you the answer for the same. According to my experience, according to my observation, what I observed throughout last 10 to 12 years, so what I observe it, if you really want to become a machine learning engineer, start your career from this to this and this and this. That is the best possibility to become a good machine learning engineer. After machine learning, you can move to the deep learning. After deep learning, you can move to the artificial intelligence. Why I'm focusing over here? Okay, why I'm focusing over here? Because data analytics is highly demanding. Okay, I can teach you machine learning. If you want to learn machine learning with 10 days, yes, I can teach you in 10 days. But that is not learning, that is just teaching. Keep this point into the mind. Okay, you won't able to learn each and everything in 10 days. But yes, if you want to learn after this core Python, yes, I can teach you machine learning in 10 days. That's my guarantee. Even +2 person come to me. He says, sir, I want to learn this Python, and after that I want to learn this machine learning. I can teach him within 50 to 55 days the complete things. But that is only teaching. Learning would not be there. Okay, learning would not be there. Why I'm saying it? Why it's little hard, the little harsh and little hard to listen. But yes, I will give you the full-fledged proof for the same. Observe my scenario. If you really want to become a good machine learning engineer, you have to switch from this to this. Okay, that is my, my recommendation after gaining of the, the 10 or 12 year experience. I always suggest to the students, please spend first time over here. Okay, first you have to spend time over here. After that, think about this, then think about it. Don't do everything into the hurry, because the problem is that the people are doing in hurry everything they want to learn within 10 to 20 days, but that is not fruitful. Because I'll tell you why. I will give you each and every proof for what I'm saying right now. I will give you the proof for everything. Now I will come back to this proof. Just have a patience. Now first concern is, sir, what is machine learning? What is deep learning? What is AI? Sir, that is most important. We didn't understand till now. Okay, observe my scenario. What is machine learning? I will explain each and everything into the layman term. I will not use any technical term. Okay, so I will explain this concept to you guys. Just have a patience. Then I will come back to this point, why I am saying you have to start from this to this and this. Okay, so first I give you the answer. Sir, what is the difference between all these things? Okay, observe my scenario. So let's suppose, sir, what is machine learning? Okay, sir, what is machine learning? What is deep learning? Sir, what is AI? Sir, I still have a confusion. Till now, I am not able to understand what exactly the meaning of all this. Observe my scenario carefully. I am not using any technical words. Okay, I will not use any technical words. So I'm giving you one scenario. There is, let's suppose this one is a male. Okay, this one is a male, and this one is a, let's suppose this one is a female. Okay, now I am giving you one question. You have to find out, where is male, where is female. You can easily find it out. You can easily find it out with the naked eye. You can, why you are finding it out? The question is this: because the similarities, okay, the similarities are very less between male and female. So you can easily observe it, sir. This one is a female and this one is a male. Why you are able to understand it? Why you are able to identify it? Why so? Because the similarities between these two are very less. The commonalities are very less. The common features are very less. When inside data, the common features are very less, at that time your machine learning will give you the best performance. Okay, best performance. Now I think you guys understand. Now case number 2, sir, what is deep learning? Because everyone is saying, sir, machine learning, deep learning and artificial intelligence. Observe my scenario. In dark room, okay, in dark room, you have to find out, okay, in dark room, in black room, you have to find out where that black cat is. Okay, that is, my drawing is very bad. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, you have to find it out, sir, in dark room, that you have to find out where is black cat. So this type of problem statement, okay, this type of problem statement, at that time, the similarities are very high. Okay, the commonalities are very high. At that time, you have to move for the deep learning kind of things. Another example, you have to find out, okay, you have to find out which one is male rabbit, okay, which one is male rabbit, which one is female rabbit. With naked eye, very difficult to identify it, because again, here the commonalities are very high. When the commonalities are very high, at that time you are not capable enough to find out the difference between all this. So let's suppose the problem is something like this. Okay, the problem is something like this. At that concept, you have to move for the deep learning. Okay, so now what is AI? Okay, now what is AI? Understand this concept. The AI is the term, it's a subset of the machine learning and the deep learning. Now what exactly it is? Let's suppose it is just like a recommendation. Okay, recommendation automatically identify your behavior, and after learning the patterns from your behavior, now it start giving you the recommendation. For example, just take a very simple example. When you bought a new mobile, okay, when you bought a new mobile, in your WhatsApp message, in your chatting system, in early days, in 5 or 10 days, it won't get you the appropriate recommendation when you are typing something. Okay, when you are typing something, but after learning 10 or 15 days, it start giving you the recommendation whatever inside your mind. So how it is possible? Because these type of application are based on the artificial intelligence. They learn the patterns, they learn the behaviors. Okay, they identify yourself, what exactly the activity that you are doing. After learning from your activity, after learning your behavior, it automatically start giving you the recommendation into that field. So these kind of things are done by the artificial intelligence. One more example, layman term to understand this concept. A child, okay, a child is touching, okay, a child is touching to a hot glass, okay, to a hot glass. So he burnt out, okay. So what a child is learning, he has no touch to the glass, or he has no touch to the hot glass. Okay, after getting the punishment, now the child is able to understand it. Whenever inside glass the things are hot, I am not able to touch them. Okay, the same concept inside these kind of algorithms. The punishment and rewards, the technical term, the punishment and rewards. Let's suppose you are over here. Okay, you are over here. There are two ways. There are two possibilities, the way number left and the way number right. Let's suppose you move to this direction. After going to this direction, you realize it somewhere, okay, I am into the wrong path. Now what you will do? You will come back to this point. Now in future, you will never go to this direction, because you understand it, you learn the things. Because if I move to this direction, at that time, I am not on the good path or on the right track. So what you will do? Again, you come back to this point. Now you learn these things, because this one is your punishment. Whenever you reach over here, you understand it. Okay, this one is wrong way. Again, you come back to the main point. So now whenever again you are coming back to this point, you will learn it. Okay, this one is the right path. I am not supposed to go into this direction. Same kind of things are implemented into the AI kind of algorithms. So this one is the concept. Okay, this one is the concept. Sir, what is the difference between machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence? And there is one more term you guys might have heard about this, that is the artificial learning, or you can say the cognitive learning. Okay, again into after 2021 or 2022, these pictures are came into the, these picture will came into the scene. Okay, now observe what exactly it is. I am elaborating each and everything into one single shot. You might have heard about the movie. Okay, everyone might be heard about this movie, that is the Rajnikant Chitti movie. Okay, the earlier, no 2.0. I might everything I suppose heard this movie or watch this movie. Everyone, the Rajnikant Chitti. Everyone, kindly response.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, perfect, good. So I am giving you the example and I am elaborating it. Okay, you will get the clean picture about the artificial intelligence, artificial learning, cognitive learning, deep learning, and the machine learning. So in the starting age, I am not talking about the version 2. It's the version 1.0 that totally depend upon the Rajnikant. Okay, in version 1, Rajnikant make a chitti. Okay, Rajnikant make a chitti. That means that model was the very basic model. That is the machine learning model. Okay, and it is failed. It is failed. After again improvement of this model, he generate one new model that is again based on the deep learning. Again, it is failed. Why so? Because it doesn't have the emotions. He doesn't have the emotion. So what exactly next thing that Rajnikant implement on that model? Okay, then he moved to the artificial intelligence, where he start learning the things from the human patterns. Okay, he start the learning things from the human patterns. He start loving to Ashwarya, and he generate the emotion inside him. Okay, so this is the concept of the machine learning, deep learning, and the artificial intelligence. Now what next exactly happens? Okay, after some times, this model is handled by the Danny, and he put a red chip into that. Okay, he put a red chip into that. Now this model become a machine who generate the machines. For example, at the end of this movie, at the end of, there are n number of robots. Same, exactly cloning, exactly same as a Rajnikant, as a chitti, exactly same. How these are generating? This is the concept of the cognitive learning, or you can say the artificial learning, where machines will generate machine. Okay, where the machine will generate machine. So this one is the complete example of your machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, and this one is the cognitive learning or the artificial learning, which you can say. Okay, in 2022, the most of the work would be done over here, the machine, where the machine will generate the machine. So this one the entire scenario of the future, whatever we are dealing, that already seen after 5 years back, or might be that movie was 7 years back. Okay, so this one is the concept. So I think you guys understand what exactly, because student 90% come to me, they don't know exactly the term, what exactly the difference between the machine learning, deep learning, and the artificial intelligence, but yes, they want to establish their career into this field. So okay, so now I'm giving you the answer of the question. Sir, why you are saying it? If you want to establish your career into the machine learning, data analytics, okay, data analytics, then move to the machine learning, then move to the deep learning. Sir, why you are saying it? Oh, observe carefully. I will pick an example into the daily life example. So first is the data analytics. Okay, data analytics, it is highly required. The statistics, which I mean, that is the statistics, that is the highly required. Okay, so for example, just take a very simple example. You are going for exam. Okay, you are going for exam. Observe carefully. You just read out 10 question. Okay, you just read out 10 question. Now, are you able to crack that exam? No, very less possibility. Why so? Because you just studied out only 10 question, and it is not that much your good luck that you will got all the 10 question into that exam. Okay, so you are not well trained. It's mean you are not well trained. Understand my point? Okay, the technical, little technical things I will use. Okay, so in the next case, observe carefully. In the next case, you are going for exam, and this time you learn about the hundred of question. Okay, hundreds of question. Now the possibilities there that you can crack the exam. On what parameter the possibility is there that you can clear that exam? If if these hundreds are unique question. Okay, if these hundreds are unique question, what exactly meaning of this? It doesn't mean that you say, okay sir, I learn I cram 100 questions, but unique questions are only 10. Again, the chances of the passing is very low. Okay, again, the chances of passing marks is very low, because again, you learn only 10 different questions, but you are saying, sir, I have a question of data set that is the 100 question, but in 100 question, you have only 10 unique question. Again, the possibilities are very less. Okay. Concept number 3. This time, you learn 95 questions, and these 95 questions are totally unique questions. Okay, totally unique question. Now the possibility of passing marks is very high. Very high. Now this is the concept. Whenever you are supposed to train the machines, okay, you are going to train the machine learning models. What exactly that you have to do? First, the first and major thing, you have a data. Okay, if you have 10 questions, then again you are not able to train your model. Now the first prerequisite is that you must have a data. Okay, second prerequisite is inside data that you have to train that model. Okay, to train that model, the model is this time this student. Okay, you have to train that model with the unique patterns. If the patterns are similar, then again the model become overconfidence. Okay, this concept is technical called overfitting. Okay, or underfitting. Overfitting means you are behaving like that, you know each and everything, but exactly knowledge, you have only 10 question knowledge. Okay, so do you have to take care all about these things? So who will be responsible to take care about all these things? The data analysis. Okay, the data analysis. So these kind of terms, whenever you are getting the data, the first thing is that data, you have to clean that data deduplicacy. Okay, then convert it into the machine learning format. Then you are supposed to train the model. So data analysis is play important role into the machine learning model. If I elaborate a machine learning project, let's suppose the project is for 6 months. Okay, the project is for 6 months. The 3 months are required to fetch the data. Okay, to fetch the data, to clean the data, to transfer the data, to perform the hypothesis. Okay, 3 months will be taken care by, if the project is 6 months, the three months are taken care by of this activity. The first thing is that you have to fetch the data, because data can be come from the n number of servers. Okay, n number of things, n number of server. It doesn't mean that your data will be come from a single server. Okay, because every data is coming from the single server, your application may be hanged. So in the industry, whenever you do the task into the industries, the data may be come from the n number of service. Okay, n number of servers. So after getting the data, again you have to clean that data, you have to transfer that data. Okay, you have to deduplicate of data. It approximately take the 3 months. Okay, now the next step is then that is the machine learning algorithm. Okay, so it will always take approximately 1.5 months. Okay, 1.5 months is the role of the machine learning. Okay, that because there are a number of algorithms, you have to put them, you have to apply them, and then after that, after completion of this step, you have to deploy that model. Okay, deploy that model. So first you fetch the data, which take your 3 months. Who is responsible for all kind of things? Your data analysis. Okay, your statistician, your statistical team. After that, your data will be processed by the machine learning engineer, and machine learning engineer will apply all the algorithm over there. Then again the deployment. Okay, again the deployment. Again the process is not completed. Again you have to redeployment. Okay, this is the continuous process. It doesn't mean that one time that you deploy, every time your model will give the 100% accuracy. No, never. You have to redeploy the model. What exactly mean of the redeploying or re-engineering? The meaning of that, earlier you are getting the data from the India. Okay, you are getting a data from the India, and now you are capable enough to understand the Indian language. Now eventually now you start getting a data from China. Okay, now China. Now what you will do? You guys will confuse. That's mean again the same. The model will become confused. He will not able to understand this Chinese language. Again, I have to redeploy it. I have to train this model according to the Chinese language, and again I have to redeploy it. So this is the continuous process. Machine learning doesn't mean a one-shot process. It's a continuous process. You have to keep increasing, keep improving your product, keep increasing or keep improving your product. This is the concept of the entire machine learning, which these are the basically the minimum 6 months which are taken care by any of the machine learning product, which consume 3 months for fetching, cleaning, transformation, performing hypothesis. Totally the EDA, you can say the EDA. Okay, EDA concept kind of things. you have to perform all these things. Okay, so I show you the complete picture, what exactly you can do after learning this core Python, what are the various possibilities where you can establish your career. Okay, so if you join this course with me, it's my guarantee to you, after 45 days, okay, after 45 days, you will, if you grade yourself, if you grade yourself on 10, okay, if you grade yourself on 10, I will reach you guys 50 to 60. Okay, and this is very good achievement. Okay, if you're grading yourself over here into the programming, if you're grading yourself over here, then it's my promise to you guys, I will make you guys 75%. Okay, why I am not saying, why I'm never do the false commitment, I am never saying that you will become the 100%, because 100% is still I am not 100%, because every day whenever you are sitting into the industry, you are facing new challenge. Okay, new challenge, and that challenge might be based on the previous challenge, or might be the eventually very new challenge. Okay, so always programming languages are very vast. You have to spend complete life to get expertism into this. But yes, if you learn from me, it's my guarantee to you, it's my promise to you, if you yourself you are standing yourself over 0, I will make you guys here 55%. If you're standing over here, then I will make you guys 60 to 70%. Okay, if you again standing your guys on 40 this 40%, then I will make you guys 75 to 80%. Okay, rest of 20% to your part, because I will give you, because these things you will get, you will learn when you will enter into the industry. Okay, so I will in core Python, specifically in core Python, I will cover more than 250 plus programs. Okay, more than 250 plus programs. So if you want to show my assignments, I can show you the assignment for the same. Okay, assignment, I will show you the three, the assignment, what exactly the assignment I give normally to the students, starting from very basics, and then the assignment, the complexity become very high. Okay, so this one is the for loop assignment, very simple assignment, very easy. This one, the first step that you are watching over screen. So this one is the assignment of the cleaning of the data. This one is a totally purely cleaning assignment, which I already discussed with you guys. And this assignment, this cleaning step, you will learn into the 3rd or 4th class. Yes, you will learn into the 3rd or 4th class. Okay, so after that, if I show you the more assignments, so what happened to him? Okay, let me, so here, sorry. Okay, so these are the second pattern assignment. Yes, it is highly used. It is highly used into the industry. I will show you the real-time use case, why I give you these assignments. Okay, why I give you normally these assignment to the students. These are the highly used assignment into the industry, but no one gonna to say produce this star. Okay, at that time when you are sitting into the production, you will fetch the data. For example, you are fetching a data from a file. Okay, because whenever I am talking about a project mean that you have to deal with the data. So let's suppose you are getting a data into this format, 10, 20, 30. Okay, again entity, that's is 20, 20, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so now my client is saying me, I need to represent data into this format. Okay, this rows and column format. Okay, rows and column. At that time, this time we perform this logic, but exactly the same logic is implemented over here. The 90% logic is same, but the thing is that you will fetch a data from some files or from some database, but the logic is this one. Entirely the logic is this one. I will explain each and everything why I'm giving these assignments. I will give you the real-time usage of these assignments, where exactly these real-time assignments are used. Okay, one more I will show you. Okay, so these are the while based assignment. Okay, while loop assignments. Okay, this one is the username and password, the complete scenario, how exactly the username and password is implemented. Okay, whenever you pass 3 wrong attempts, automatically your system will be blocked. I'll implement each and everything, and after that we will implement the concept of the OTP. In OTP, will you get onside your email ID? So this type of assignment I will normally cover into my entire scenario. Okay, the simple one as well as the complex one. So these assignments are the string related assignments. Okay, so this assignment, as you can see, so this is the data cleansing. Okay, you are getting a data from one software and you have to pass that data into the another software. So this assignment is based on that scenario. Okay, this assignment, the fourth assignment is totally control F statement. Okay, this is the logic of the control F statement, whatever we use into the notepad or into the Microsoft Office. That is the logic for the control F statement to finding a particular string. Okay, so these are the assignment for the encryption and decryption. Okay, these are the assignment which are based on the encryption and decryption scenario. Whenever the OTP is generated, that OTP is sent to me. Okay, sent to me. Here I send a OTP something like this. You can observe this. I send a OTP something like this, but in the meanwhile, someone hacked that OTP. Okay, and he applied. Now what is happening? Okay, the hacking is happened on my machine. Okay, on my OTP. But what exactly the real-time scenario is? Whenever the OTP is sent, my machine understands the OTP into this pattern. Okay, if the machine is sending OTP and whenever it's deployed on the client side, at that time this OTP is performed something like this. Okay, but the user hacked this X to V3. It is nothing. Actually, this one, that is the converting. You are converting this data to this data. That concept is called encryption and decryption. So I'll give you such type of assignment in my sessions. Okay, and these are the assignment which are based on the real-time scenario. So approximately similar like to this, you will cover more than 250 plus assignment. This is my guarantee to you. You can check after completion of this course. You will find out 2 plus 50. You can find out 250 plus. You know, the different files into your folder. That exactly the folder is. Okay, if you want to show, I can show you some of the assignment which are performed by the students. Okay, so I'll show you the batches where I am. One second. Okay, and you can check it out. Okay, these are the assignment which I cover, Okay, which I cover. Apart from that, okay, this one is the batch for the UK and Ireland batches, and these are the assignment which I cover.